OT, can you give Bev a shout and tell him to come on out?
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
First and foremost, I want to just say thank you all for being here. It means a lot to have our community partners here. Our supporter group is here, the Lavender Legion. They are the lifeblood. Thank you so much for being here. Our fans are the lifeblood of this club and every pro sports team. It's so important to have your support. I also want to say thank you. We've got a couple players here, Jordan Baggett, Kirsten Davis, and Lauren Millay. If we could give them a round of applause. On stage, you probably recognize these two, and if you don't, you're going to be seeing them a whole lot over the next few months especially. To the right here, or your left, is Ryan Dell, our general manager. And to my left and your right is our new head coach, Bev Yanez. Real fast, before we get, they've got some prepared remarks here. Before we get to that, just for the media folks, we're going to relocate, as we mentioned earlier, to the locker room for questions with Ryan and Bev, and Lauren has been gracious enough to go speak as well. And then we'll also do photos on the field with Bev after that. For the rest of you, we love having you here, so stick around as long as you'd like, chat. It's great to keep this community close. So stick around, talk to folks, get to know each other if you don't already, and enjoy the rest of this occasion. And with that, Ryan, please start us off.
Thanks, Jeff. Hopefully you see a lot more of Bev than me the next couple months. I want to thank you all for being here today. It's a very special day for the club, and I want to thank our staff, our supporters group, and our partners for being here this afternoon. Racing Louisville could not be more excited to welcome Bev Yanez as our next head coach. I want to thank John Neese, Tim Malloy, James O'Connor, Mario Sanchez, and all others for their support, guidance, and advice. We spoke to and vetted dozens of candidates throughout the search. Throughout the entire process, Bev demonstrated a clear vision to move this team forward. Her attention to detail, her belief in player development and preferred style of play made her the most well-rounded candidate to lead racing into a new era. Bev is a rising star in women's football and was a candidate for several other searches around the country. I'm thrilled she's staying in Louisville to build upon the foundation and roster that pushes this club to the next level. She has earned the trust of the players, staff, and club, which is invaluable in the NWSL. Her familiarity with players, the league, and our community here in Louisville were all factors. And we've spoken so much over the past year about the potential of our young team, and Bev is the perfect coach to turn potential into results. I can't wait to see her work together with our players to bring the best out in them. Lastly, family matters here. It is imperative that we support everyone on our staff however we can. We're excited not to just welcome Bev, but also her husband, OT, and her two daughters, Noemi Ray and 3-week-old Callie June. Thanks, Bev.
That wasn't my little one screaming, just to be clear. Thank you all for being here today. I am incredibly honored to be taking this role. I firmly believe, and I know you guys have heard me say this a million times, and I'll say it a million more, this group is incredibly special. What they offer both on and off the pitch is something that I am incredibly proud of, to be in this position and to help push both their development as individuals and as collectives. It's important for me to build these relationships very early on with the staff, both the technical staff and obviously the support staff and the players, to build these relationships with them, to understand how to push them, when to push them, and obviously with development being at the forefront of these conversations. Players and staff want to be pushed. There's been several conversations that I've had as a former player and now as a coach of you talk to a rookie, you talk to a 5-year veteran, you talk to a 10-year international player, and they share one thing in common: they want to get better. They're here for a reason, because they're elite athletes, and they want to continue to develop in the environment as much as possible. So for me, it's coming in and setting this standard, setting these expectations, and supporting them and challenging them along the way. I'm incredibly passionate about what I do. I'm a very vocal leader in that sense, and I take responsibility of being an educator very seriously. I believe coaching is education. I plan to work closely, obviously, with the staff in creating a competitive environment. I believe games are won Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday is the standards we're setting to compete and have a winning mentality. The reward's on the weekend, and is setting up for that platform for that reward. This is an incredibly blue-collar group that wants to represent the city to the best of their ability, and they want to continue to grow and enhance their decision-making and game scenarios. And so for me, my job is to help create this environment. I fully believe that no coach obviously develops a player. What they do is they create the environment for the players to thrive in. And so for me, it's creating this environment Monday through Friday for these decisions to be made from a game-like scenario and allow them to be consistently tested in these spaces. I am looking so forward to the start of the 2024 season, and I'm incredibly grateful for you all being here today, and I cannot wait to get things started. Thank you.
I guess my first thought is, can we just start playing tomorrow? Because I'm ready to run through a brick wall for you. We'll have some members of our staff come up, and we'll do some photos for our media folks. And please, if you have not had a chance yet to shake Bev's hand and say hello, please do. That'll allow our media friends some time to get set up in the locker room. And thanks again so much for being here. It means a lot to us, and we appreciate your support. Go tell a friend, go tell their friends' friends. Get them on board for 2024. Get folks out to Lynn Family Stadium to see Bev Yanez and this great team thrive and make the playoffs. Going to bring a trophy home next year, all right? See you guys.
Now what do we do? Yeah.